Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is packed with important updates that you definitely don't want to miss. We're diving into two big topics: whether you can still make it for a September or October intake if your file is with the embassy, and why there's been a delay in spouse open work permit results. So stick around till the end for all the details. First up, let's talk about the September and October intakes. If you're wondering if it's still possible to start your studies this fall, even if your application is still with the embassy, the answer is yes. There's a way to make it work. Here's the scoop. Many September classes have already started, and October is just around the corner. If your PPR, passport request, arrives now, you might think it's too late to catch the October intake. Here's a clever workaround. If your classes haven't started yet, or if they offer online options, you could potentially begin your studies online from India. Reach out to your college or university and ask if you can join online classes while waiting for your passport to be stamped. If they agree, you can start your classes online and then switch to on-campus classes once your passport is ready. Just make sure not to start online classes before you get your PPR, because if your application gets refused, you could be stuck with online classes for the whole semester, and you might not get a full refund of your fees. For example, we recently had a student whose PPR arrived for a September intake at the University of Toronto. They're continuing online classes for now and will switch to in-person classes once their passport is stamped. However, if your college doesn't allow online classes, you might need to defer your admission to the next available intake. Remember, if you're waiting for a course that's only available in September, you might have to wait until September 2025. But if you're flexible, you could switch to a January intake or choose a different course that aligns with your study goals. Now, let's shift gears to the spouse open work permit. There's been a lot of talk about delays, especially for those who applied in February. So why the hold-up? Here's what's happening. The open work permit ban was announced on January 22nd, but it wasn't immediately implemented. Many applicants rushed to submit their files in February before the new rules took effect. Because of this, there's been a massive backlog. That's why we're seeing results from February applications now, but delays for those who applied later. If you submitted your application after the March 19th deadline, don't worry too much. The processing for these files should pick up speed soon, because there are fewer applications from this period. For those who received a request for additional documents or medicals, responding quickly could help speed up your result. To sum it up, if you're waiting for a spouse open work permit and your file is from February, expect to wait a bit longer. But things should start moving faster after the March cutoff. And if you get a request for more information, providing it as soon as possible might help your application move along more quickly. Finally, a quick tip for those who've faced refusals. If you're eligible for a spouse open work permit, don't bother applying for a visitor visa. The processing time for visitor visas is much longer, and you're better off focusing on the open work permit. If you've had previous refusals, don't get discouraged. Many of our successful applicants have faced refusals before getting their approvals. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share it with anyone who might benefit from these updates. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.